Hi everyone, my name is Chen, and today I wish to talk about the reasons you shouldn't buy a Tangent and Theta, the TT 525, when you compare to Schmidt bender. You should buy Schmidt bender. Like this is a PM2 525. First of all, I want to tell everyone that I didn't take any money or anything from any companies. This is just my personal review, and I don't have a TT with me because I didn't buy it, and that's all the experience I had with a TT owned by a person I know, and I just wish to tell everyone not to buy it. I will tell you the reasons. First of all, when I look at through the TT, one thing I observed clearly it's light transmission. The light transmission through the TT is probably like 10 to like 15% less than a Schmidt bender, and that's from my guessing. I don't have an instrument, but I can clearly see that the image is much more brighter in this scope, and that is based on my guess. And the second is it's the color. It's contrast. The contrast and the color in this Schmidt bender is much better than a TT. In the TT, the image is a little bit grayish, like the color in you look through the TT, like you look at the flowers and grass and the trees and the background mountain and the blue sky. It's just not as vivid as this scope. And another third thing is color aberration. Myself, I'm a hobbyist and I love photography and I love the binoculars, like microscopes and telescopes, anything optical basically, and the rifle scopes, of course. I shoot a lot, and so for example, this is a reticle in the scope, the reticle, and this is the image like inside is a round image, and that's the edge of the image. That's the center of the reticle. For example, I don't have a reticle, so I just use this. And so how you look at the quality of the glass is another thing is you look at the color aberration. So what is color aberration? Color aberration is like when the light goes through a prism and it shows like different color, like from the purple, like red to the red, and all those colors. And so when people are designing those optical instruments, and they try to control the color aberration for the best image. And when you look at the tree, for example, a tree, and with the background of sky or the cloud, and then you can see those color aberration. And another thing is you can look at the horizon, for example, a mountain and the blue sky, or just a horizon. And in the TT, for example, this is the radius of that image. From 1/3 from the center of the reticle, you start to observe the color aberration, which is purple color aberration. Like for the rest, the 2/3, you can see clear purple edges. When you look at through something like a tree, or look through a horizon, when there's a high contrast, a dark and a bright contrast, on the edge. And when I look through the Schmidt bender, it's a brighter scope, and from the 2/3, first 2/3, you won't see anything color aberration, but the last 1/3, you observe tiny bit of color aberration, which is actually yellow, not a purple, tiny bit of yellow color aberration, but it's so tiny that it's very hard to observe. But in a TT, it's very obvious. The 2/3 of the image shows the color aberration of purple edges. Another thing, that's a story I heard, and that TT end up with a broken rear part. This is the eyepiece, and the fellow just twisted, and it just came off the whole thing. And I'll attach the video, like and the photo in the rest of the video of my review. And I just feel I'm so lucky that I don't have a TT. And that fellow sent it back to the TT, but he didn't put those things on internet. I think it's probably just damaged its resale value or something. But I wish to tell people not to buy a TT because I don't want people to see people to waste money on TT. When you have $6,000, yeah, normally people will think, yeah, $6,000, it must be a super scope, better than this, better than $3,000 scope. But it's not the case. If you have $6,000, you can buy 2 of those, and it's more reliable than a TT. I've never heard of anyone who broke a rare element like of a Schmidt bender, and and optically, this is much more premium scope than a TT, although it's made in Canada, but this is much better. Thank you everyone for watching.